Hello and good evening, everybody. Tiffany Rumman here. I am your host. This is Small Biz Highlight. For those of you that are catching us live for the very first time, thank you for stopping by. First of all, we'd love to have you here. If you could please leave a like, a comment, a heart. We don't like the sad face. We don't touch those. Those don't exist in my world. Okay. So if you are catching us on replay, please hashtag replay in the comments to let us know you stopped by. Love to see who came by afterwards. As I have been professing since day one of 2021, hashtag 2021, WON. This is your year. No matter what your business is, no matter what your background is, no matter what your struggles are, this is your year to go above all of those struggles, all of those hardships, and succeed and go above and beyond whatever you dream of. Okay. I am putting that out into the universe because I truly believe that once you put it out there, it's got to come true. So putting that out there for everybody this year. Just a reminder, if you are looking for us on social media platforms, no matter where you're looking, it's as simple as just typing in the search box Small Biz Highlight. I kept it really simple for you guys to find me. Trying to make it as easy as possible for people to subscribe and be able to follow us. You can catch all previous episodes on Facebook, Instagram TV, as well as YouTube, which we are live right now on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, just in case you were wondering. So one last tidbit, of course, if you are going to be planning on commenting on the video, I strongly suggest it. We'd love to hear from you. If you are, please try to remember to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook to give StreamYard and Facebook permissions to talk to each other and allow StreamYard to see your name so that we can possibly add you to the screen and see what you're talking about. I will gladly copy and paste that link into the comments just in case so that it's there clickable for you and easily accessible. All right. So without further ado, tonight I have the pleasure of hosting Mrs. Mary Williams from Mary Williams Photography. She is just, her work is beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to see what she has in store for you. But first, let's get to know her as a person. So let's bring her on. Hi, hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I am doing well, thank you. I'm so glad that you were able to come in tonight and be on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to do so.
And thanks so much for having me.
I'm really excited to have you here. I always love having photographers because it's so easy to assume that every photographer does the same exact thing, and then you see their work and you see how different everybody is. It's kind of like baking in a sense, where you think everybody can make a chocolate chip cookie the same way, and then you find out you're totally wrong when you have the most amazing chocolate chip cookie that you never thought was possible. So that always blew my mind about photographers, and I just applaud anybody who has that eye, that artistic eye for taking pictures. It definitely is a trait that not everybody has. So, but I always start my show with a really simple question. Who are you? Help the viewers get to know you as a person. Where are you? Where are you from? Where are you located? Family? What do you like to do? Help them get to know you a little bit.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks for having me. Who am I? So I grew up in northeastern PA, and I was the youngest of 6 kids, and always wanted to actually be a nurse when I was little. So I went to school and became an RN, and then got my master's degree in as a certified nurse practitioner, pediatric nurse practitioner. So I worked a long time as a pediatric nurse practitioner, and I love that, and I love the medical field. But I always said that I used both sides of my brain. So I had the medical analytical and the creative side. So my hobby was always photography, and love the creative aspect of that, as well as the technical aspect. There's actually a really big technical aspect of it, making sure that the lighting's right, the posing for different size features and different face shapes and different body shapes. And it's really fun to kind of use that analytical side in a creative way. So I have 5 children. three boys and two girls. Three of them are very mechanically and engineering oriented, and the other two are very creative. So one is a marketing manager, and my youngest is a ballerina. So she's training in Seattle. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I have two studios. I have one in York County, and then I have one in that I've had for about 10 years. So I've always done this part-time, and about, I guess it's been about 5 years ago that I went full-time. So as a professional photographer, and kind of retired from my nursing career. And I love that. And it was, it was a long time that I was a nurse and a nurse practitioner, and I love that. But I didn't want to, not try to make this a business and try to do what my passion is. So I opened my second studio in Carlisle about 3.5 years ago. And so yeah, I have two studios. I specialize in corporate and commercial, like headshots and business branding photography, and then portraits. So mostly seniors, families, and then of course ballet, because I love taking ballet.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, thank you for your time as a nurse. My mom was a nurse, and I remember her coming home with like horror stories of things that went on in the hospital, or, patients yelling at her and whatnot. You guys really never get paid enough for what you do for all those people in the hospital and whatnot. So thank you for that. But I am so happy for you that you were able to, find what you were passionate about and get to the point where you could leave your full-time job to pursue it. There's so many people I feel that are out there at that point where they think they found what they're passionate about, but are skeptical about, giving up the full-time job because that's more secure in their eyes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
it is. It's a big leap of faith for sure, and I didn't come to the end and say, oh, I wish I tried, and I never tried. And I think it's neat to see how the kids have interpreted what I've done. Because on one hand, they're like, you're doing what? And they're like, it's really cool that you pursued your passion and you made the success of it, and you're kind of doing it. So if I don't feel like I'm right in my profession, there's other options that I could pursue, so it's kind of neat.
Yes, that's so amazing. So congratulations on finding your passion, making it your full-time job, which is probably everybody's dream out there somewhere, with a dream for their, own business. And then of course, not only just one, but now you have two studios. That's crazy. I mean, and the time that, small businesses have a hard enough time as it is surviving the first few years of their business, first 10 years. They have statistics where like maybe half of who started only survived. Like, that's just crazy. But then to add the pandemic into the mix must have been something else other, but we'll get back to that later. But I'm so excited for you, really, honestly. I cannot believe it's such a heartwarming, but like a uplifting story, and I feel like that we need so many more of those nowadays, to prove to people that there are ways to get through this. There's you know what I mean? And you're definitely one example of that, and what a great example you are to your kids.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, but yes, let's talk that ugly word, COVID. I don't like it. I'm done with it. But it's still technically affecting us right now. So, shutdowns happened back in April, then restrictions here and there and everywhere. How did COVID affect your business?
Well, because I was a non-essential, worker, we had to close down, and it was hard, but used that time, luckily, my business was in a spot that I didn't have to close my doors physically, like to just shut down my business and leave Carlisle or whatever. I was able to kind of hang in there and keep onto the studio. And during that time, I just, you got over the shock of it, and then you worked your butt off. I built a new website. I got a lot of marketing things in order, did a lot of training. So things that you want to do and put on the side burner. When I get through my work schedule, I'll get that done. I'll do this. So I got those things done, and was able to to still feel creative and still get some business things in there, and kind of trudge through it until the next level came that I was able to open, distantly, and then a little bit more and a little bit more, a little bit more. I wanted to make sure that my clients felt comfortable, that, I was taking safe precautions. I wanted to make sure that, my studio was safe, a safe place for them, and, to keep distance. I mean, in photography, you're really not that close. I don't really work with newborns, so I didn't have to worry too much with that. Hair and makeup, I couldn't do anymore, obviously, because you're too close with that. But they just did their own makeup, and if they need to adjust, move your hair this way, I just kind of worked through that, or had a mirror to help them understand that. And, we just worked through it together. But I'm thankful for my clients that, stayed in there with me, and just try to make more new contacts, and, let them know where we're at and how we're doing and how we're keeping them safe.
I think that's definitely a testament to how well you take care of your customers, that during a time like COVID shutdown and whatever, that they're still the ones that are there for you, supporting you, and, help spreading the word about your business and whatnot, so I applaud you on that. I know, like I keep saying, there's so many businesses out there that just did not have as much fortitude, or the support that they needed or whatnot to survive the shutdowns and whatnot, and it breaks my heart that there are very many of them that are that way, but the ones that have been able to survive, all I can do is just do my part to try and support you, hence the web show.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you're awesome supporter for small businesses, so that's awesome.
Thank you. So I have your website. Let me see here. Boom. All right. First of all, beautiful pictures just on your website, and they're just like simple pictures. But goodness, I'm assuming the yellow dress is from a senior photo or something, because she just looks. That's a very pretty picture. I love the sunflowers in the background with her yellow dress. Oh, so pretty.
So it just kind of shows you some of my different parts of my brand, with the families and the couples and the seniors and the branding and stuff. So that shows you a little bit about my seniors, and about, the experience that we have with the hair and makeup, and making it fun, make them feel like a model for a day. Even the boys.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I loved looking through your pictures, like even the portraits. Some of these look just so elegant, and then the family ones are just look so simple but so touching in the same way. Like they look like they were having fun. Nobody looked like they were awkward. Nobody looked like they were out of place. They just looked like you made it a natural occurrence for them. Oops.
Thanks. And some are just, some want the studio shot a little more classic and classy, for that. Some want more, out and about, like that family walking, just more casual. They're like, we're just more casual. And that's why I try to find out a little bit more about what their home decor looks like and what would match, and so forth, and get the colorations right so they can hang beautiful portraits in their home.
And of course, the ballerinas.
Of course. We did a fun for a dog rescue called Puppies and Pliés. So it was a rescue center in the central Pennsylvania, and we did a calendar shoot for them with some of the ballerinas and different puppies from the rescue. So
that is so cute. If that didn't help puppies get adopted, I don't know.
I think they did. They got lots of them got adopted for sure.
Oh, headshots. That's something I've had to learn about recently.
Yeah.
I think the only time I actually got something that resembled a headshot was my senior photo for the yearbook, and that was beyond that.
We'll have to pitch in. But yeah, so different.
Very nice.
Out, and their landscaping that they wanted out and about, and then outside, or a realtor that they want outside, or in the studio, just some different looks for you.
Yes. And then what is the branding all about?
So the branding is, businesses, you need your brand identity. We're online all the time now. So actually having up images of your products, and, what you do, and either your location or your employees, or, like I said, your product and what you sell, is important for us to have it on there. So your social media, your like I said, your website, even your marketing, your print marketing materials, you need to keep things fresh and keep that out there. So it just depends on each individual business and what they're looking for, or what their need is and what their product is, and how I can help you customize a shoot to fit whatever your product needs.
They look so elegant. The one with the barrels from the
It's from Tuscany.
whatever alcohol is in there. Wine, I'm assuming.
Wine, yeah. That was in Tuscany in Italy.
It looks fake. That's how beautiful
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
Oh my
it's
goodness.
It's like a painting. It's so beautiful where they store their barrels. Yeah.
It came out so perfect. Tuscany. Jeez. I'm so jealous. I'm gonna get there one day. I'm gonna get there one day.
Yeah. 2021, right? WON. I love your new slogan with that.
Oh, thanks.
It's a great way to look at it.
Technically, I commandeered it from a commercial. I forget what commercial I saw it on, but when I saw it, I knew I had to take it and just be like, I'm gonna roll with it. I love that. Whoever made it up is a genius.
That's perfect. Like, move ahead.
Yes. Technically, I'm giving props to whoever made it up. I just don't know who you are. Otherwise, I would personally say your name. So please don't yell at me for using it. I want to keep using it. Oh my goodness. So if someone wants to schedule a session with you, how far in advance would they have to?
Well, it depends on the session. So if like say they're just looking for a headshot and they just want a basic headshot, they want in and out of the studio, they need one great shot. That's only a 15-20 minute session. So my schedule, can accommodate that a little bit better. If we need to do like a branding shoot, that's maybe a half day or a full day shoot, then we got to work with that. Because I have 2 studios, when people call, I always ask, where are you located and which studio would suit you best. And then we go from there. So, and when do they need their product by, the final images by, or whatever. If it's senior shoots, I am starting to schedule 2022, which sounds crazy, for the summertime, because summertime is usually the most popular in the fall for seniors. They're off, they have more time to, be creative and schedule something, so that those calls are coming in and they're starting to get on the books now. So, but branding ones, like I said, it depends how much time they need and what the product need is. So generally a headshot I can get in within about a week or 2, because it's a smaller time frame. If they need a larger time frame, it just depends. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. And the best way to get in contact with you is through calling you or emailing you, or does it matter?
Whatever's convenient for you. So whether email, you can text me to give you a call later, or jump on a call, whatever works for you. So.
I love it. Speaking of getting in contact with you, I am copying and pasting your contact information into the comments in case anybody wants to reach out to you for more information and whatnot. So if for some reason you try to click on a link for a website and it's not working, come yell at me. I will give you the direct link to her and fix it for you. Definitely help you get in touch with her for whatever your needs may be. You are doing beautiful work. It's just, I really am mesmerized by photography in general, but I love the particularity of each photographer's work. You all see things so different and at different angles, and it's so crazy that you think, oh, this looks nice, and then all of a sudden here comes a different angle, like, oh, that's nice.
It's amazing how just different eyes see something different. I say there's 31 flavors at Baskin Robbins, and there's different styles for everybody, depending on what their style and what they like. So just find a photographer that fits your personality and your style best. So
yes, absolutely. Goodness. Well, if you are just catching us I'm sorry to say we're almost over, but the good news is you can catch us on replay. We have been talking with Mary Williams from Mary Williams Photography. If you are looking for help with branding photography, if you are looking for headshots, she does senior photos and family photos and stuff of that nature. Please get in touch with her. Believe me, from what we just saw from the little bit of photos on her website, you will not regret it. She's very approachable. All her contact information is in the comments, readily available for you to find out more about her. Like I've been telling you guys every episode, small businesses took a hard hit this past year, the year that shall not be named anymore. And, small businesses need your help. Small business needs your help now more than ever. Yes, there are the few, the strong that were able to survive that were able to persevere through the shutdowns, through the restrictions. But even though they've survived so far, does not mean they're out of the dark right now. So, reach out to your friends, reach out to your community, find out how you can support your local small businesses. Always shop small. And something as simple as reaching out to Mary would be that very thing. Thank you so much, Mary, for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It was great. It was great fun. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for supporting small businesses.
Oh, well, thank you. And yes, I never thought that this would be something I would be doing, but now that I'm doing it, I cannot imagine myself doing anything else. So I'm looking forward to the future of this and how it progresses.
Awesome. Doing a great job.
With that, everybody, I will leave you for the evening. I hope you all have a good night until next week when I come back to you with 2 new businesses. Remember to catch me on Thursday. I'll be rebroadcasting 2 episodes from previous episodes so that they go head to head to compete for the most views so that they can earn a free episode on my TV show. So more news to come about that in coming posts. So keep your eye out so that you can support your favorite episode and help them get on the digital TV show. But things are looking up, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your comments. Please share, like, and support your community. Goodbye, everybody.